Hello boys and girls, welcome to another Dwarf Fortress stream. Last time when I streamed the game crashed when saving, so we will probably have to welcome the caravan again. I don't really remember what was it we did last time, but there is things we want to do in my to-do list. And that was traps on every pillar. So yeah, we dump it pretty much here. I'll also claim this and dump this. And oh, hello Bender. Yeah, you have written a big comment on one of my videos, didn't you? I sort of read it, but forgot about it. Let me check the notifications here. Where is my channel? Discussion. No, there was not discussion. It was something. Why don't I have the notifications? I have my notifications on my tablet. When I browse my channel, I can clearly see the notifications of YouTube. All right, let's do it in the video manager. There were some videos with quite some comments. The hotkey configuration, but that's not it. What you have written, you have written quite some more. I can't find it. Sorry, Bender. But I think in principle, it was something I already did, or I don't really. I mean, I'm not going to go into a lot of complicated hotkey configurations. Unless I start using the menu very often. So what is on our to-do list? Trap on every pillar, one more mark squad, one more melee squad, more weapon traps on the pit side. Yes. Need clothes industry, steel armor for everyone, which is a long-term project and should be dealt with carefully. Build arena. Yeah, we should think about it. And 200 better rooms. That's a very long-term project, but it must be started. Start clay industry. Reorganize drinks once again. Ooh, yeah. So my idea was that we should Or what I would like most is if we had the arena above ground. Above ground, because then the fighters would not only learn to fight, but also fight their cave adaptation. And that is certainly desirable. Sadly, the only place where it can happen with the arena is right here, but this is not such a bad place. If you think about it, we can probably dig away this. Well, we can't because there's lots of the trees, but yeah. What if we dig away this? So then the arena would be here. That would be sort of enough. We could we could proceed with the staircase here. We could also fill this one up, like complete this wall and use this space. If need be, we would gain access to this tower, but this tower is pretty much, well, yeah, useless now. I was actually thinking building another tower over here, just because the enemies like to gather here. They somehow come from here, make a turn here, and go party to this place, as we have seen last time. Nonetheless, this tower is a very good spot. Everybody who wants to enter the bridge has to go through a rain of arrows and bolts. Bender says to fight the cave adaptation, you can also make the ground above the quarters wooden floor. Wood floor, let's slide through. Are you sure you're not mistaken? Because it is once you dig out the roof, and once sunlight has fallen on a tile, it is no longer underground, but it is light tile, and then you can build any roof you like and the tile will remain light. So it doesn't really matter if it's wooden or iron or whatever, stone. Once the tile has been exposed to direct sunlight, it will be light. We can see that on these tiles, which I patched with floor tiles here. There was a hole right here, and this tile was exposed. If I say so, wait, which one was it? So look at the tile properties. This is outside light. This tile is inside dark, and the tile next to it is inside but light, because it was once exposed to sunlight. Now it is covered with a rock floor, but it is light and it counts as above ground. I could even grow above ground crops on this one, but all around it were not exposed to sunlight, so they are dark and subterranean. So that's the trick here. So yes, I could also uncover parts of my underground and cover it up again, and we would have that light tiles inside. Yes. You say, okay, so everything lets the sun through when it's placed by the player. Makes sense of it. Well, I don't think the point is letting sun through. The point is that the game mechanics of determining whether this is above ground or and light or dark and inside is only a only the check whether it has ever been exposed to sunlight. And if it has been, then it counts as above ground and light, no matter how deep it is or what it is roofed with. I think you could even, well, obviously you can't make a cave in cover it. Yeah, if you maybe in a map where you have overhang cliffs, I don't know if such maps exist, you could even uncover it. But then again, it's not direct sunlight. Now I don't know. Let me not speculate. But yeah, I think it's explained in the wiki. It's just a one-time or check against. Have you ever been exposed to sunlight? Yes or no? And then you are inside. Then you are outside and above ground. All right. So the arena. Yeah, as I'm browsing through this, I can see another potential space right here. This is a nice clean space next to the bridge, which would be even good. Like we're having enemies coming down this way, so if we happen to have dwarves training here, we could probably even open it up and storm out north to fight the siege. I wonder if it wouldn't be better than sending my dwarves through the whole bridge, and then they would make a turn here. I could build something where they would gather here, open two broad bridges, and they could storm all of them out pretty much simultaneously. You're waiting for a cave-in to crush your trade post. That's dangerous. Well, the more I think about it, the more I like this place better than the other. This place would have, of course, have the advantage of being very close to the barracks. My dwarves could go there pretty much immediately, just upstairs here. I think we will need both in the long run. We will need this place as well for military purposes. I don't really know what to start with. The arena doesn't really require a lot of space, does it? So I guess this could be a pretty easy one. It could be used to train Marks dwarves, it could be used to train Swords dwarves. The stairs would be here. I don't like that. Well, yes, they need space to dodge. Yes, I'm wondering. So maybe this time I would design the arena with a central staircase, unlike every other arena I have designed before. There would be like a 4x4 wall. Inside inside it would be a 2x2 staircase. And around it would be the fighting area. Staircase would be here, wall, and then we'd have 2 tiles fighting area. Meh. Or I say we make the staircase here and have the arena north of it, and we'll sort of cover this up to, we'll maybe build a wall up to over here. I guess. And then another floor, and then we could have an area. Important thing is that on the inside the area there will be fortifications, and I need a one tile wide hallway around outside the fortifications to place my marks dwarfs, which would shoot inside on the combatants. But it doesn't need to be that big. Yes, I still somehow need access inside those fortifications to put my melee dwarves there. So I want to use it for archery training and for melee training. So that will be difficult. Well, anyway, in every case, we will have these ramps removed. Actually, not removed. They will disappear as we will channel, right? Although if I have them removed, I don't need to channel. Actually, I can keep this. As a ceiling. The less ceiling will I have to build. The only problem will be that on this sort of ceiling, trees will occasionally grow. And then if I chop them down, they will leave a hole in the roof. So what if I say, instead of removing ramps, we will channel this. Yeah, I think that could be it. Or you say, as you say, I could just floor over it. That's right, that's even easier. Thanks for the suggestion. Wood floor. Wood floor is too precious. I don't have wood. I don't have enough wood to make charcoal for steel. Well, I have some wood. It is probably the last wood I'm going to see this year. Could cut down trees here, these young trees here. How about this pond? Another option would be, since we're going to have the staircase here, not to build the arena north, but to build it here. I like it even better now. These four would be the staircase. We would have an access. And I could connect it with this tower. Yeah, I think that's even better. So if the staircase is going to be here, we will need well, first we will need to build I think first we will need a bridge here. It's a bit risky to open up our fortress like this. But I think it's necessary. We'll make a 2x4 bridge. Raising bridge. Then we will have an easier access to the building material. Right, I like it. Let me already make a stockpile. Of siltstone blocks. So how is our steel industry going on? 26 steel bars, but 26 pig iron bars, I like that. I think we can reduce the amount of pig iron bars we are making. And have it like this. And this guy is hopefully smelting tetrahedrite. That's right. So this guy has a lot of copper bars. Well, sort of. We don't need this. We will need trap components, right? Because if I design a trap we have some. Neat clothes industry. That's to-do note. Really, that's useless to-do note. I don't know what is not neat about my current clothes industry. Ah, I see. The not neat thing is that we have this bin which we haven't sold. I don't know why. Ah, yes, I understand. But it's totally ignored by the dwarves. Yeah, it is. Oh, we are open here. I must not forget this. Lots of yarn. For some reason, I planned to move the llamas from up there to down here. I don't know exactly what reason it was. Ah, because of shearing. Yes, indeed. We will want to shear the llamas. and butcher them. Pretty much butcher all adults, one by one. Did we already move our coyotes? Yeah, the coyotes are here now. That's good. Yeah, all right. Let's do it. I don't really want them to move all at once. It will create so many hauling. Let me mark some of them for butchering. And by some of them I mean we'll butcher them one by one, otherwise the kitchen and tannery and everything will get cluttered. We'll first butcher the males. The females might still bear some llamas. Yes. I'm tempted to build a glass window to this, so the dwarves could actually look at these lycanthrope dwarves. It's a crazy idea. Oh yes, we had a new armor stockpile. I think I removed quite a big part of this, because what we have here is leather clothing, usual clothing. But I want armor, metal. Yeah, let's have metal armor here. No wood, no cloth, no leather, no silk, no yarn. And certainly no adamantine either. But I guess I forgot adamantine in pretty much any other armor stockpile. This would also be a great place for llamas. Pastures in any sense. Pastures would be good here. Yaks, maybe. Yaks are overgrazing this. Yeah, we should start moving yaks. To this place. Let me look at the dwarf therapist. Everything seems to be all right. I don't want to start too many great hauling jobs now because I know the caravan will come and then they will rush to bring the caravan goods to the depot, the trade goods, and the hauling jobs will remain unfinished. Hello, Starkey. Ah yes, look at this. Some stone blocks are being hauled here. Now the wall is being deconstructed. I've got 4 unhappy dwarves. I never actually looked up whether the former husband of the Duchess is unhappy about her death. I forgot who it was, but I can easily find it out. Stark is asking, has anyone heard of a game called Aurora 4X? It was just introduced. I was just introduced to it, and it seems to be quite fun, similar to Dwarf Fortress as well, but more Dune, less Tolkien. Ah, I like Dune. So who owns this room? Nish Erith. Nish Erith is dead. Nish Erith is our duchess. Why does she still own this room? Anyway, like, we see that this is the resting place of Nish Erith. We should probably engrave some slabs in her honor. But who's the other guy's name? Kumil Asobikut. Kumil Asobikut. Weaver. Oh, the Weaver. Okay. View thoughts. Didn't feel anything after seeing Wild Boar die. Horrified, pleasure, pleasure. Horrified, 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 shocked. He was shocked at the unexpected death of somebody. He grieved at somebody's death. Okay, so he grieved, and now he's married to Nish Labored Squirt. The squirty laborer. Oh, their side seems to be down. Is it like Master of Orion? Oh, I remember that game. I never played it, never could get my hands on it, but I heard it's great. Great 4X game. Or at least it has been, or it was at its time. Probably now is outdated, and there may be even better 4X titles. Got lots of quarry bushes, certainly. I doubt that our quarry bush stockpiles will be enough to store all of it. Yes, I think I reorganized the way who is... I don't know why my furnace operator is doing plants. I don't even see him here. He must be... Yeah, why is he processing plants? Please don't. We've got enough good plant processors as it is. Besides, he's in the military. This guy is a shearer. This guy is a blacksmith. Yeah, I shall have 2 plant processors for now. Red Sox says the game, meaning Master of Orion, is great, not outdated at all. You should definitely check it out. You get the package for a small price on GOG. Maybe Master of Orion 2 is the best. A new one is in the workings for Steam. Wow. Well, you know how it is with every new game. I'm an old man. I don't like the idea of learning too much new stuff. I'm having troubles with Star Citizen and all the lore there is to learn about that game. Recently Rodina came into it again with another kind of lore. Well, why does every game have to have so much lore? In Dwarf Fortress there is lore, but it changes from save game to save game, so you don't even bother learning it. And well, but you're certainly missing something if you don't learn the lore. So we have deconstructed this. We need a bridge here. Okay, and we will erase this here. Oh, it needs to be anchored on an edge. No problem. We can build an edge, build construction floor like this with siltstone blocks. Learning is the part of fun, yeah. Suppose you don't forget the stuff until your next learning session. I feel so tired. It's horrible. It's Monday was a really tough day. I worked like 9.5 hours without taking any lunch break or anything. I just came home and fell into bed, in my bed, and fell asleep. And I didn't want to get up until today morning. And although I didn't work nearly as many hours today, I feel so. I need a rest, and there is another hard day coming tomorrow. A lot of testing ahead. This week will be pretty hard. Okay, now we've got it. We can build a bridge. Siltstone blocks. Okay. And we should certainly name it. How will we name it? Southern Tower Access, maybe? Or Arena Access 1. Arena East Bridge. Actually, I always call it like Bridge Arena East. So now build, trap, lever, outside mechanisms. Bridge Arena East. Why do I always write East? East. Ah, I know why. Ooh, because East. That's. Oh, okay. So now we will build a wall exactly here. Can it be placed there? Yes, it can. Although, yes, it can. Even if they get trapped here, they will have the chance to get out. I wonder why I have so many unhappy dwarves. Come on, dwarves. Horrified after witnessing death 61 times. 47 times witnessing death. Why are they even bothered by death? Yeah, we need the rooms pretty fast. The better rooms for the dwarves. So is it suspended, this one? It is not suspended. So who's going to build it? This guy is going to build it. Oh, excellent, yes. Why pick dwarves who are nearby when you can pick up from the underground? Preferably a metalsmith or weaponsmith who has been smithing weapons. Actually, he wasn't smithing weapons. He was idling. Nauseated by the sun. Good. The wall is built. Now we need to cover this with floor tiles. And we should build another wall. I like the idea of having a wall here, because then we could use pretty much all of this space as well. Maybe later. So now it's the time to start thinking about the design of our arena. We know that the staircase will be here. The dwarves will go this way. There will be a bridge here as an access to the arena. There will be another bridge right here to the inner circle. Oh yes, I remember. Last time I built an arena, the clothes the dead enemies drop were really a problem to pick. I needed a quick way to clear them, and one way to do it was to have the entire arena floor as one retracting bridge. And upon the enemy death, after the body is dumped, the bridge will just retract, and all the things, all the socks and troll fur cloaks will just drop one level below, and the arena will be clear again, and one level below there will be a pile of clothes. Wow, yes, we need that. We need that. So the biggest bridge we can build is this. We could use the tower. Actually, this is not so bad. It is bad. Well, I need staircase, bridge 1. Yeah, that's too big. Too big. Unless not too big. Unless I make a bridge here, and that will be also the access to the arena. Fortifications will be all around this. Indeed they will. But why make it so big? Why would I want it to be so big? Why not? But yes, what I basically need is a wall which is at least 2 tiles away from from this bridge, because one tile will be filled up by the fortifications and another tile will be the hallway where the dwarves will be able to move, and around this can be the outer wall of my arena. In that case I can have the bridge here, I have the outer wall here. The access will be here. Okay. So I need a pillar, or one corner of the arena would be this. Another corner would be this. This. And this. Pretty much. One level higher, of course. Everything will be one level higher because there will be a drop zone here. Yes, indeed. Okay, okay, okay. Well, yes. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's build a bridge. I mean, wall. Real wall? We could use some windows. Maybe I have some windows. But windows can be placed later. Let's build a wall now. I guess it was here, right? Can I somehow mark this, because this is... Yes, okay. Wall will be built here. Yes, of course, it will need a walkable perimeter. So let's let them first build the floor. Another piece of the wall. Will be here. Like this. There will be staircase. Can build an up and down staircase can be already. Well, not quite. Let's don't open our fortress more than it is really necessary. But okay, let's find out the other corner of the wall. If we're going to build a bridge, then the other part of the wall, the other corner of the wall must be here. Nowhere else. And yes, you see, we can't build on artificial floor tiles. We need to deconstruct this. Hopefully, as they deconstruct it, no building material will get dropped onto dwarves passing here, but I think that's unavoidable. DN. We'll need to deconstruct this. Could be that we will have a bit of fun here, deconstructing these floor tiles. I can now unsuspend these two walls. They suspended because a creature is blocking, or what? Oh, he couldn't find path. All right. Now let me show you the path. Ah, look at that. This guy will fall down and break his neck. I guess he's deconstructing this tile and this guy is deconstructing this tile. I need to suspend the deconstruction here. Oh no, I did not want to suspend the construction of the bridge. No, no. I need to undesignate this. I need to undesignate the construction of this and this. I will not let you fall down, stupid dwarves. We will first restrict the area on this one so that they don't stand on whatever are they deconstructing. Why is this guy still standing here? What's he doing? Remove construction. Okay, he may do that. But deconstructing the floor tile underneath another dwarf, no, no, no. We don't have no need for that. It's bad enough that the building material may fall down on my dogs or whoever is moving down there. Yeah, these blocks did not fall. That's fortunate. We can actually build construction wall already here. Bender says, the other day my trader was removing a construction, fell 3 stories, somehow slammed through the wall, and ended up 1 Z-level underground in the underground shelter. Ooh. Did he fell through a floor or something? Slammed through the wall, yeah. Interesting. Weird things happen. Oh yes, collapsing floor. Yeah, he can fall with together with the collapsing floor. When something when part of a construction will collapse on this floor, it is quite possible that this floor will break. Constructions always break under collapse, well, mostly. The bridge is constructed. We can link the bridge now. Link up a bridge. This guy. Okay, how about this tile? Who is going to construct it? I wonder. Anyway, we can build construction wall here. And we can construction wall here. So I think now we can deconstruct this. Problem may be that this thing will now fall down. The caravan has arrived. Okay. Yeah, the last time we played, the caravan has arrived. We have traded, and then the game crashed. So be careful. I think. Well, I blame it personally on the DF hack with the drinks, but I can't be sure. Now we will move goods. I pretty much want all my cloths here. Cloth bin. I don't even need to sell the food, because these cloths are worth a lot. But let's move some food as well. And let's move some finished goods. And we should find those leather things, those leather clothes. We should sell those, at least some of them. Yeah, we need to get rid of all the tattered clothes. Okay, I think this is enough, isn't it? Yes, I think it is. This is really dangerous being here. I don't like that. Who will it hurt? It should hurt nobody, as it will fall down. This block will fall down one level, but it shouldn't be hurting anybody. At least not if I DOR that. I should not move here. 3 wagons. Okay. Oh boy, this one will be unhappy. I'm walling them off. So what is up with this thing, please? Construct a wall. I don't understand. Who is it? Oh, nobody. Okay, nobody does care about this thing. All right, then it's completely understandable why it is not built yet. So, and this will be the garbage floor. There will be no fights on this level. The bridge will actually be at this level. And as I see it, we could connect the refuse pile tower. Yeah, but it's completely useless. The sort of refuse we will get here is limbs and corpses of sentient creatures which can't be butchered anyway. So, nobody will hold the corpses to this stockpile. I will let them be dumped right away. Perhaps the dwarves have cleared now the bridges? No, they did not. Yeah, they're too busy. I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. Well, Mr. Liaison, our Duchess is dead. At least this news from Faint Gorge is that months ago the sun was conquered by the dominant wisps. Okay, what? Alright, we will need leather. I'm planning to make a lot of leather clothes. Okay. And studded leather clothes, right? I want some of my metal crafters to stud clothes with copper or silver, maybe. Silver studded leather might look nice. Good. Then cloth. I don't want any cloth. I only want thread. I need tons of wood. Tons of metal bars. For strange moods. I want small cut gems, and if I could, I would love to have small raw gems, but they're not offering them. Good. Stone blocks, actually I only want limonite. Not exactly stone blocks. Stone blocks are completely uninteresting as of now. Yeah, bring some anvils. Can be iron and steel. Can be molten 2 bars. I don't want no weapons. No. Am I a bolts? Well, bring some bolts. Drinks can't harm actually. Cheeses, we don't produce too many cheeses. Oh yes, powders. Every bit of it. Meat? No, we'll have tons of meat now that we have started slaughtering the animals. Don't need plants, garden vegetables. Oh, yes, sort of. Stone, limonite. We need limonite. I think we've got enough cages, and if not, we can make. But thread, oh yes, I will need thread. Lots of silk in the first place. Barrels, yes, please do bring barrels. Yeah, I've got no wood for making barrels. Quivers, not so much. Sand, yes. Glass, oh yes. That's where we can cut gems. Oh, all of this, please. Buckets. No, I don't think we need them. Eggs, oh, we sort of have, but you can bring some. But yarn and clay. I think that's what we will need. What do they need? They need war hammers. That can be arranged. They need fish. No. Cloth, okay. Goblets. Well, good. War hammers. Alright, war hammers. Let me check. I think I've got some copper war hammers, didn't I? I wouldn't like to. Oh, actually, I can sell all the mediocre quality war hammers. Silver war hammers. I've got so many of them. Yeah, come on. Let's bring them to the depot. Weapons. Weapons. Steel warhammer. Oh, that should be molten. Okay, bring this. This. Not this, these are trap components. We can use that. But we can sell the goblins' weapons. Well, actually, I wanted to... No. I wanted to melt them eventually, because it's probably easier than to dig for copper. There won't be... At some point we will deplete all the copper there is on our map, and all the silver, and all that will be left is the weapons which the goblins bring, and that will be all the metal we will get here. So I would not like to give them away as easily. We should build up a nice stock on meltable copper and silver weapons. But the warhammers we can part with. Yeah, most of them are still under... yeah. All right. So why are there so many idlers? Don't you have anything to dump? Look at all this. This should be dumped. Why is nobody dumping it? Come on, no idling, dumping. If there are so many idlers, I could think of moving my livestock to other places. Also, what happened to the llama? Ah, llama leather. Wonderful. Llama tallow. Excellent. It worked. It worked. I think we can butcher another llama. Starkey is asking, do you have any zinc cages or finished goods floating around? I think I have a couple of zinc cages, yes. Maybe you could start a repurposed bronze smelting industry. Although I don't know if it would be profitable. My hunch is that it's not. Well, certainly not as profitable as quarry bush leaves. Not even if I make steel crafts or aluminium crafts, platinum. But bronze. Yes, bronze is about as good as steel, right? Slightly worse, of course, but it's much better than copper. Let me see, zinc. We don't have zinc on this map, but we might have amassed quite some zinc here. We have 12 zinc bars. And cages, 19 zinc cages. Well, it's hardly enough to start bothering with it, right? What would you make? You would make like 50 crafts. That's like one bin. Yeah, not yet, but it's a good idea, sadly. But we have tons of bronze weapons. Yeah. Well, not quite tons. The goblins usually bring what sort of weapons? I don't know. We should have some bronze weapons, actually. We've got bismuth bronze, yes, bismuth bronze. Let me use the enhanced thing and start searching for bronze. We've got bismuth bronze, lots of bismuth bronze, but bronze axe, bronze high boot. That's the sort of armor we bought from our caravans in the early years. Yeah, we can certainly melt all this. I don't need this. Menacing bronze spike, bronze bowl. Yeah, some of them might be used in a construction. Spiked bronze bowl. Bronze nest box, minecart. Yeah. Well, copper and zinc. No, copper and tin, right? We need tin for bronze. Zinc is not for bronze, is it? Copper and tin is bronze. Yeah, tin and copper. It is tin we need. But bismuth bronze is still copper and tin and something, right? Copper, tin and bismuth. Yeah, is bismuth bronze. But bismuth bronze, yeah, bismuth bronze is a weapon grade metal. So it will probably be bismuth bronze sort of metal what we will have. I don't know whether there is. Actually, the wiki writes bismuth bronze has exactly the same weapon and armor properties as regular bronze. Okay. Well, yes, then. Sure, bismuth bronze. Thank you for that idea. I think we will look into it later on. Copper and tin is bronze. Copper, tin, zinc is rot gas, but that's not in Dwarf Fortress. It's on messing. Yes, messing. I know messing. Yes, but no, that's brass. Copper and zinc. The other thing is brass, isn't it? And that's copper and zinc. But I don't know. Yeah, brass is an alloy of zinc and copper. It's called brass. Alternatively, you could make brass from sphalerite, native copper, or malachite, or tetrahedrite. Actually, it's because sphalerite is an ore of zinc, and malachite, tetrahedrite, and native copper are ores of copper. Yeah, no, it's not alternatively. It's just zinc and copper. And brass is not magma safe. Brass has a value of 7, making it a very profitable alloy to produce, resulting in a value increase of 255%. Whereas bismuth, material value 6. So brass is more valuable than bismuth, than bronze. Actually, at least bismuth bronze. Bronze has value 5, bismuth bronze has value 6. Brass has value 7, but brass is not a weapon grade metal. You can't make weapons from brass. It can be used to make furniture and other objects, which would not be so bad. But yeah, if there is steel around, we certainly for my military purposes, I'll pick steel if I can. If I have steel, I'll pick steel. But for trade and stuff, I mean, steel is so valuable for my military that I would not like to have valuable furniture like coffins, cupboards, tables made out of steel, unless or under most circumstances. So bismuth bronze is actually and brass is brass in this case, really zinc and copper, which makes brass, is quite a good option to make valuable furniture and valuable rooms. If I make brass blocks, then I can make brass walls and brass furniture. I can since we don't have gold, the king's rooms can be entirely of brass, which will tremendously increase their value. It's a good idea. Yeah, copper and zinc. There are not many fortresses where I have forged brass. Can't remember any actually. Don't tell me he is trapped here. Of course he is. Okay. You're trapped. Ha. We will mine you out. How did he get trapped there? Oh, I thought I've paid so much attention to this, but no. Is this suspended by any chance? No, it is not. I think it's time for my military to move out. They need some sunshine. Sun tanning times, guys. Vomiting time. Oh look, nobody is really doing any yes, I should have stockpile of quarry bush leaves here. Not quarry bush leaf. That's not what I want. I want quarry bushes. Quarry bush. That's right. About here. Yes, about here. Okay, we are out of native silver ores. And Also out of native copper, okay. I mean, not native copper, but tetrahedrite, of course. Melt a metal object, then. What sort of things do you have here? Iron crossbow, iron shield. Okay, so let's DBM this. No, no way. Why is Spearmaster dead? He died in his bed. Do we have vampires? Or did he die of old age? Avuz Logemrith. It's a great, great loss. "47 years old, that's no way he died of old age." We have vampires. This has not happened before. How do you now find out about vampires? Hello, Ferko. Vampires were easy to find because they were the only dwarves which haven't had any mention of them sleeping or drinking. Actually, they won't. Yeah, drinking. They did not drink alcohol, they did not sleep. But now this information is not contained in the thoughts of the dwarves. No matter whose thoughts I read, there is no mention about quarantine all the recent migrants in pairs, whichever room. As a Sestaki, quarantine all the recent migrants in pairs, whichever room has the dead dwarf in it got the vampire roommate. Ah! But how do you supply them with food? Will other dwarves bring them food and drinks? It's probably the only idea. I mean, only reasonable idea. I noticed in the earlier versions that the dwarves, that the vampires had some macabre clothing fashion, like they had, I don't know, jewelry made of human or dwarf bones and hair and body parts, really, like they were wearing that. And what was also very obvious for vampires was that they were former member of too many associations, like too many groups. That was quite obvious too. But yes, we must take a closer look at the... Wow. They couldn't have picked Avuz Logemrith. I think wasn't he the one of the seven? No, he wasn't, but he was in the first migrant wave. He was there. Avus Logemerith. Legendary spear dwarf. Legendary discipline, legendary fighter. Great shield user. Basically unbreakable, super toughness. Wow, one of my 2 spearmasters. How many kills? Well, 20 kills, but 2 notable kills. Let me check the recent migrant wave here. Did he have a did he have a spouse? Avus Logemrith. Starkey says, the way I used to tell was to look at kills in Dwarf Therapist, but that's only a guarantee when you don't have much of a military. Okay. Kills. So when the vampire sucks blood and feeds on a dwarf so that the dwarf dies, is it noted as a kill? Or is it just an injury which results in sort of natural death? I don't see any kills which contain dwarf names. Trolls, goblins, elves, and some critters. No hint there. But do you agree that this could have only been the work of a vampire? Or could there be something else going on other than vampires, which killed my dwarf in the bed? I think this is a clear sign of vampires, to be honest. How often do vampires feed? Red Sox says, Sheriff Patrol is what you need to solve this murder mystery. Really? What if the sheriff accuses the wrong guy? What exactly does a Sheriff Patrol do? I never used it. Starkey says, the only thing I have seen like this is vampires, but in Dwarf Fortress you never truly know. Well, I'm sure it wasn't of natural causes, because 47 years old dwarf, that's his best years, basically, right? They live up to, I don't know, 120 maybe? So 47, that's something like a 30-year-old man for us humans. Basically a dwarf in his best years. Fergus says, I remember I found out by reading the dwarf's history and so they were cursed by some god. Yes, and is this still a thing here? Is this still traceable in this new version? Let me read about all the new migrants. So let's start with Muffle. Muffle Oosh. Ha! He is not here. No, of course he's not. Muffle Luzat. Engraver. Citizen Torture Brighton is member of the Kenyans, former member of Whirling Salve, arrived. 51 born. Okay, nothing. Well, who is worshipper or anything? Do we see the worshipment here? He's probably not worshipping any god. Oh wait, maybe relations will reveal. Mother, father, older brother, aunt, uncle, nephew, cousin. Okay. No, but he's got no deity. Good. And if we just go to the unit and see what he's wearing. Everything looks pretty normal, doesn't it? Back to the woods says, Nugget, I'll keep doing what you're doing. Keep it cool, my friend. Hello. Thanks. But how does the game suppress combat output in that case? I don't know, really. Maybe it was reported as a combat. It wasn't really. Well, because he's not... I guess the vampires really only feed on dwarves who are sleeping, so they are not really feeling anything. It's like a mosquito stitch or something. You also don't wake up if a mosquito... Well, of course, it's... If a vampire bites you... I don't know how the vampires do it, that you don't wake up. But you're basically not fighting it. You're not fighting their attack, so that's why it is not in the fight report. How about the other guys here? So I think Muffle is clean, at least it seems. And I suppose it's only relevant for the last two migrant waves who arrived in the spring or summer of 131. I don't think it's necessary to put the wave of autumn 130 through this. They are far back, right? If any one of the autumn 130 is a vampire, he would have fed by now. Let's take a look at Deguzol. Member of Roof. Hey. 7 children, Mistem, Aban, blah, 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 blah. He is the son of Besmar. He's a worshipper of Akmesh. Fleer wrote it. Okay. Member of the Rooms. He's a former member of Manor. He's a former member. Do you think this is suspicious? 2 times former member. Incredibly skinny. Vampires are skinny, aren't they? Let me see his inventory. Nothing special here. Okay, Deguzol, but Deguzol. You can look what was our place of having a nice meal. Well, nobody actually writes that anymore. The thoughts in this version don't no longer contain any thoughts about sleeping or meal. That's what totally removed, because it was so easy to identify vampires by the first look at the thoughts. They no longer tell you that. Nobody does. And I wonder if the clothing style of the vampires changed as well. Locum. Member, former member. Oh, relationships are necessary here. Deity. Associated with Chaos War. I'm on 4024, yes. Because Dwarf Fortress isn't out yet, I think this is not the super newest version, but it's the 2014 or 2015 version, 4024. Yours says thoughts about food. Well, mine doesn't. Certainly. Look at this. It's some furniture and goblins dying. No thoughts about food. Nobody does it. Maybe they're all vampires. Maybe there are all vampires and this one wasn't. No, but my dwarves are certainly drinking. I see my drinking stockpiles go. I can't see any thoughts of. Pick a random dwarf here. Furnace operator. Nothing. Nothing about sleeping, nothing about eating, drinking, nothing. Gem setter. Nothing. Nobody. Nobody has any thoughts about drinking and stuff. Maybe they are all vampires. But how would you explain my drinks going away? Who is drinking then? I see my dwarfs thirsty. Do vampires drink? I think vampires do drink. Actually, vampires do. No. Do vampires drink? Vampires might drink because vampires need alcohol as any other dwarf. What if they are all vampires? And my legendary spear. Oh no, but how could have he survived so long then? Doesn't make any sense. So no, they are just not getting any happy thoughts about food or drinks. Now let's proceed. So, but their clothing style is still peculiar, isn't it? So if we, what's the time actually? 23. 11 p.m. I need to go to bed. Well, yes, we have something to do for the next stream. Definitely making some detective work. I like that idea. I think Starkey suggested it. We should quarantine them in a room by pairs, and the one who remains is the vampire. It will be hard though, so we need to militarize them and assign them to burrows, basically, right? And don't let them out there, and hope that other dwarves will feed them. Fun. Find the vampire is on first priority on my to-do list. Thank you guys for watching. We will proceed with this. I don't know whether tomorrow I will find the time to play, but we'll proceed with this quite soon. Have a good night. Hopefully the game will not crash. Last time it crashed when I saved it. So let's see it. Wonderful. So, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow or next time.